tell me now, since you have been in the boards for a long time, and you have chaired many boards, what makes a good, effective board chair?
Yeah, I don't know whether there's a single formula, but certainly in my style of chairing board meetings, I normally focus on three things. One is a requirement that the board papers have to be distributed in good time. And most boards would prescribe, 2 weeks before a board meeting. So the first assumption that the board directors have read the papers. And therefore
they don't come opening the envelope during the board.
No, I would expect my board members to have read the papers.
Okay.
So therefore, it makes it easy when you convene a board meeting. The assumption that the board directors have read, and therefore the responsibility of the board now is to look into correctness of facts and figures that have been presented in that board pack. So this influences the kind of discussion that we're going to have.
Okay.
So the first responsibility are the facts and figures provided by management, correct and relevant and to the business and relevant to what is being discussed. So once you've done that, facts and figures you have read, and then it brings some sort of efficiency. Secondly, the board look at the evidence of execution. What we have decided at the previous board or the few boards ago.
The matters arising.
The strategy, the execution. Is there evidence of execution on the part of management? Or is just a talk shop? You talk, you decide, and then you discuss.
Nothing happens.
It's still in the process. You can't. You can't. If you have made a decision, there must be evidence of execution of the decision, or directive, or advice given by the board to the executive. And number 3 is the most important factor for me, for the board. I look into the results. Are we producing the results that we have been expected to produce according to our plan, according to our strategy, according to the market challenges that we are confronted with? So once you focus on those 3 areas, you can build efficiency in that board meeting. So instead of spending 10 hours moving round and round, the board conversation becomes focused and become efficient. And of course, there are the challenges to have proper board dynamics there, which are mostly driven by a good mixture of different talents.
Yes. So there are diversity
of knowledge, but diversity of different perspectives.
Perspectives, yes.
So issues of combination of different age groups in the board, issues of gender, you get different perspectives, so that you have a really dynamic conversation in that board. I was reading a paper a few weeks ago on the boards of the future. So if a board is composed of 10, let's assume, they say at least 5 should be women.
To be half-half.
Oh, well, not at the minimum. There could be 8 women. Because now we can, nowadays you have 10 board members are all men.
Yes, why can't we have more women in the board?
But the boards of the future would at least have 5
women. So that there's a gender balance. On the issue of gender balance in the boards, what is the current situation in Tanzania? For the board you have served in, or for those that you have heard about?
We are still
progressing.
We are still living in the past, unfortunately. But increasingly, that awareness is getting there, and a lot of new appointments are focusing on that. They're giving due weight to that. Then there's a question of generation mix. At least out of 10, if you have 5 women, at least you have 2 millennials, There's old generation, whatever.
Yes, the young ones at least. So they can take over, they can learn, they can also have new ideas.
They come with different perspectives, which actually their perspectives are more relevant
this age
into the competitive business environment that is there, perhaps more than for us who belong to the past. And then maybe the other two would be special skills, either technology or finance, and then maybe one would be gray hair.
To bring in the wisdom.
To balance. But increasingly, we're becoming, endangered species. And indeed, the boards of today, they have to be dynamic.